Welcome back, guys. I'm Mellowseven. This is Rimworld A17. This is our Feudal Japan with vampire mod potential added in. And we are still in the midst of our nuclear fallout winter thing that we got going on. When we left last time, we had a combat supplier wander onto the map, and we had been discussing whether fallout is something that carries over from section to section of the map. Is it a map-wide thing? Is it just for this section of the map? How does it work? So I said that I would, off camera, do a quick experiment where I load up a caravan and we run somewhere else. So I grabbed Raptor and I grabbed Muffalo and I put some food on them and I ran them out of town. And we had some weird issues where I would change where I wanted them and they'd run the wrong direction for a while and then they'd change their mind and slowly start. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. But what we discovered was that we were outrunning. His actual percentage of toxic buildup did drop. Now, unfortunately, before I could get to some place that would let me stop, because I don't have the camping mod added in, so we actually had to get to a town or someplace. If I tried to hit settle, it would say I have to abandon this place first, and I guess I could have. It wouldn't have really mattered. It wasn't going to be a saved deal, but I hadn't abandoned it. I still had people here, so I would have had to come back and pack them all up. So I just tried to run to the nearest bandit camp to do an attack to see if there was fallout there. Unfortunately, before I got there, the nuclear fallout stopped. So I don't know. But while traveling, our toxic buildup did drop. So that tells me that this fallout is regional in a sense, in that it's only hitting this map right now. We can go over a couple sections and try to set up a camp there, and we wouldn't. Now, interestingly enough, I thought, oh, you know what I could have done? And I just realized this. Maximum number of colonies. I could have just bumped this up to 2, and it would have let me form that other one. I'm sorry, I screwed that up. Could have done it. Okay. Alright, well, let's check out the combat caravan and see if there's anybody here that we want. First of all, we can go ahead and go to guest. Oh, and it's not a guest, so we cannot grab one of these people. Never mind. Never mind. I was going to see if we could potentially grab one of these people for recruitment, but we can't. So who do we have, by the way? Let's make sure we have everybody restricted that we want restricted. And right now, Raptor and Tiberius are the 2 that need to be restricted. Everybody else is okay. As I say that, CBA gets a little bit too. There we go. Bring everybody back inside. So I don't know if this means that we're going to lose the toxic fallout. I don't know if when it starts it's got a set date or if it just randomly can continue or stop. I don't know how it generates the event. So does the event start with a set time period as part of the creation, in which case we can expect ours to end quickly? I guess we're going to find out. Or whether once it starts, it starts. And just like it randomly begun, it will randomly end. Maybe with a slightly higher chance, but same basic type of idea. Chris could be protected. Ivan could be protected. Tiberius, CBA, and Chris can run around. There we go. It was suggested that we check health, and we do not have any sort of cancer here. We've got some toxic buildup in Ivan, which I believe somewhere. Oh, I clicked the wrong group. There we go. There's the animals. Oh, we don't want that. Okay, how do we get back to people? There we go. We unclick the animal there, and that gets us back there. So we should be able to come here. Ivan 5.4, CBA 7.3. Do we see these here? Yes. So it was suggested we check for cancer. We'll go ahead and go through here just to verify that this and this match up for health concerns, and they do appear to. So I think we'll be okay. And we did restrict CBA and Ivan? No. There we go. We'll just go back to the basic one. Man, it seems to be really bad right now, huh? Let's say CBA, Chris, and Ivan. Oh wait, did the oh, they're out there. Does either Tiberius or Raptor talk? I mean, are they social people? Chris does, and Tiberius does. Chris is right there. Let's come out here and see what they have. There we go. Okay, his health went down because of that. Let's see. We could buy some medicine. That's not necessarily a bad idea. We have the steel well, that is a good. And a shoddy short bow. We can make more short bows, so that's not an issue. Armor's too expensive. We're not going to buy that. Labrador fur swimwear. Well, it makes a certain amount of sense. I mean, labs are meant to be water dogs. Okay, I buy it. Never mind. Never mind. I accept that fully. So we have a number. We've got the Steel Gladius. That seems to be the one that's worth the most. So I say we probably keep it. And we'll just kind of sell the rest of these just to get them out of the way. We'll keep the Gladius. Maybe we'll make another short bow. Because that one's shoddy. And then we could sell some of this. Maybe we'll sell 100 of that. Oops. Minus 100. It's not worth much. I mean, it's 50, but you know, that's something. That buys us a couple medicines. So we could buy a couple medicine. You know, there's 6 medicines. I guess we go like this. I don't know. Something like that. I'm going to ask this to be hauled quickly. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ask Raptor to just haul that. And then I think I'm going to lock everybody down for a little bit. Well, actually, we're doing okay. CBA and Chris are really the only two with any. What are our restrictions right now? There we go. Okay. Getting a little bit of mining done. Now, in my attempt previously, you know, my unsaved little bit, it was only a couple days that this lasted. So we'll kind of see. Does anybody die from the toxic fallout? They do not. But we did finish our complex clothing, which is great. We could do smithing next. So we can make medieval weapons. That's probably a good idea. Yeah, I think I'm good with that. So now we can come in here and, oh, we've got some, look at that. We've got that one's shoddy and that one's shoddy. But they do still have beauty. So let's go ahead and let's start installing them in bedrooms. How about, I mean, that was the idea, was all these small ones just get installed in bedrooms. There we go. And let's go ahead and build a clothing tailoring bench, I guess. Let's make another short bow, because we just sold that one. Oh, we do until, oh, maybe we hung on to it. I thought we sold it. Maybe I didn't. It's still there. I guess I didn't. We'll stick with it. Let's go ahead and make a tailoring bench. That's where I was going with that. Hand tailor bench. Do we go there just to get rid of that space? It does seem that they're using stuff there. I think we'll go there. Maybe we can put like something pretty in there, you know, like well, I guess for now we could just put a flower pot, right? Maybe one there as well. Just to kind of beautify up the place. There we go. Raptor. And CBA and Chris can wander around as they please for a little bit. Doing okay. Once this is done, we can see about making some better clothes. There we go. Let's go ahead and take a look, see what we can build here. Whoops. Coat of plates. So we can make some medieval stuff that's not part of ours, that came in it. So this kind of the red tabard, the quartered tabard, all that sort of stuff. But I think initially what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we have a couple dogies laying around. That's just clothing, essentially. Do until you have. And we'll make, like, say, 2. We'll just stick with our standard. And then maybe we'll add some armor. Maybe some leather tunics. And we'll do until you have maybe 2 of those as well. And then we'll kind of see. Do we want to do tabards? I think we're fine with kind of our more Asian-influenced look there for the moment. Alright, our animals seem to be doing okay. It's warm in there. It's cold out here. What's our temperature in here? 82. It's a little bit cool in there, but the torches seem to be keeping it warm. Indoors we're fine. I'm not honestly all that sure why. I guess all the torches? I mean, we were going to build this, but we never actually have. I don't think we need it. I'm going to cancel it. I think the torches are keeping us warm. I think these spaces are small enough that 5 torches across there is enough. And here the stoves are enough. Here we just have the 1 torch, but it seems to be enough. I'm going to put 1 more torch in there, though, just to see if that fixes that. And I think also, I think we're going to mine out a little bit of this, just to get us a little bit more space. This is probably a mistake, because we probably will get bug infestations now. But we just have a little bit more room there. Zone, and we'll just kind of get us a little bit more space in there. There we go. Alright, we need to check our restrictions. We're up to 9.6 on CBA. He definitely needs to come in. Chris is kind of up there too, and Ivan's up there, and then the other 2 are okay. There we go. Raptor's doing some growing, we'll see, and some mining. We'll see if this stuff survives. Yeah, we let CBA get a little bit higher than I really wanted to, but seemed to be okay. CBA's... Ah, there we go. I was going to say, he's not going to stay idle for too long, even locked in. Let's go ahead and just lock everybody down here for a little bit. Let's go restriction. And we'll just make sure everybody's good rather than flip back and forth. We've got crafting projects to do. We've got some inside stuff to do. I think we'll be okay for a little bit. We'll see how that goes. It was suggested that we build another one of these tables. And I don't think we need to now. There we go. So when toxic fallout is generated, it ended the same time essentially last time, close enough. Apparently that length is picked as it generates the deal. So there's no point if you're doing this at home and you're playing and you're like, well, man, we just lasted forever. Let me try reloading from a save and see if it ends early. It doesn't appear that it's going to. As far as I can tell, that length is going to be set to whatever it's set. So, but I think that's it. So we could unrestrict everybody at this point. There we go. And get back to work. Temperatures are 60. We could grow. It doesn't look like growing temperatures would be ideal. I don't know if we're going to get everything to go what we're doing. Apparently we felt the need to hammer. Hopefully it'll be minimal. We'll get through it somehow. If you can't tell from the much brighter light, I am trying slightly different light. Normally I have kind of an umbrella diffuser on there, but I have been having problems getting light equally across the backdrop. Maybe the hammering's done. So we're going to do this. It is going to mean that we have some darker shadows because I do wear a hat, but we'll see how it goes. It does allow me to have the curtain open and get some normal sunlight in here as well, which normally the difference creates weird shadows and stuff, and I'm unable to balance those out on the green screen. So it is nice to be able to see outside because it is a nice day out there right now. And we lost some berries. But that's fine. It means we have enough food. And I think... Well... I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to change the pemmican. I'm going to say do until you have... And we'll just make it say 2,500. And we have a raid. Because we're pretty close to 2,500 already. So we'll just make it an even 2,500 and we'll call it a day. And then we'll pause and we won't do more till we get down to say 1,000. Because if we are doing it, then that's an issue. But we were doing it before because it's one of the few ways to keep meat from, convert it to something that'll last. But now we can come over here and maybe... Was it the Gyudin one that's meat? Yeah, we can turn this one back on. So now if we have a little extra meat, we'll go ahead and do that. Also now, I think because we are probably not going to die right away, and it looks like we'll get some hay and stuff back, I'm going to go ahead and turn training on for the pigs. I may as well turn everything on. And let's check out this raid. There are a bunch of them. This is clearly our biggest raid yet, I think, right? They do all appear to be just tribal, so we've got some swords in there, I see. So let's go ahead and grab everybody. And let's hit defensive positions. And we'll see how this turns out. There we go. One down. Okay, the Palisades are working. They're trying to fight the Palisades rather than going through, which is great. We are taking some hits. 2 down. White's lighting fires. I think I'm going to take Raptor off real fast and let him fight the fires. While the other 4... Okay, we have one guy that's made it through. Now, we're going to undo... No, we're going to grab him too. He's stopping to eat. Don't do that. We're gonna go after these guys. Whoops. Can I not shoot him? Here, we'll just run out here and we'll do that. Whoops. Okay. Now, how many of these are dead? He's dead. He's dead. If they're forbidden, clearly they're dead. I don't see any... Is everybody... Did we kill everybody? You know, considering we're just using medieval weapons, we are some deadly bastards here. I'm telling you, we don't leave a lot of people alive, do we? We've got a steel claymore. That looks pretty badass. Steel quarterstaff. That bow's worse than the one we made. That's a poor great bow, though. I mean, it's poor, but it's still a great bow. That short bow's good. Well, normal. Okay. I think that's okay. Right? And we have... Do we have graves left? We do have some graves left. Okay. Well, I guess that's it. We'll go through. We'll get Ivan some support here, some health. He's going to come use our... How bad is it, Ivan? Health. 4th rib is shattered. Ow, that great bow did a deal on you. But you are coming down in here, and we do have our nice new hospital now for you. And yeah. And now we're vacuuming out there. So we're hammering and vacuuming because clearly now's the time to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and end this video today. It's only going to be 20 minutes since clearly I can't compete with the random housework that has to happen for just the 30 minutes that I'm recording today. And we will come back next week. We have survived the nuclear winter. We are replanting. We've survived the big raid. In theory, let's go ahead and check to make sure Ivan is okay. And yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. He lost a rib. He didn't need that rib anyway. It would have been better if we could have traded it for an Eve, but you know. Oh well. And we will be back next week to maybe start thinking long term now that we've survived the nuclear fallout. So if you like this one, thumbs up. Hated it, thumbs down. Again, love to hear your comments and stuff. I apologize on the misnaming last time. It said it was 6, but then the title card said it was 5. It was in fact 5. I just got confused doing the Football Manager stuff at the same time. So this one really will be episode 6. I've already fixed the other title, so hopefully it'll all make sense in the end run. Anyway, guys, don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more evidence that I don't know how to count. And we'll see you next time. Cheers.